Hey, Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. Where are we at and what are we doing? Well, where we're at, we're outside, obviously. But what we're doing today is we're gonna take a look at a new product by FireMaple. So I have the original Saturn gas stove, but what we're gonna take a look at is they've got a new and improved upgrade. All right, so this is gonna be the Saturn X gas stove. So, well, without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, here we go. So it comes in this really nice carrying case, very rigid on the outside, but yet flexible. It's got the zippers that go the whole way around. And I love the way that they pack their product, which I enjoyed on the last product. So I'm glad they kept that for the new one. Oh, look at this thing. All right, would you look at that? So they are both stainless steel, copper, and ceramic. That's the different product materials that's in there. So you can see the old one here. And one of the things they kept was these legs. And very, very unique. So you can see mine's been very heavily used for the last year and a half, and I love that thing. But I'm so excited that they came out with this one here. And you can see one of the things they did keep is the legs. So when they're closed like this, you can set a smaller canister right onto here, or a smaller pot, a cup, or anything like that. But if you want to get it larger for a larger pan or a pot, you just put that out there, and then we can get a very large one on here, which we are going to do in a little while because we're going to cook something on this. But some of the other features here that they did keep were the preheat tubes. You can see them on both of these. Now what that's for is that is to preheat your gas in a colder situation. You want to invert your gas can. I'll talk more about that in a little while, but you can see that's on both the original Saturn and then also the upgraded Saturn X. All right, let me get this thing out of here and show you a little bit more about it. And one of the biggest upgrades with this, this is only 3 pounds, 0.26 ounces, so it's still very light. Now you can backpack this in. If you're not taking a bunch of stuff and you're not doing a through hike, this would be a great piece of equipment to take with you on a backpacking small trip. But it's also, with this carrying case, very good to store in your vehicle for car camping or van life or something like that. But I want to flip this over because this is what's really unique. You see these holes right here? Okay, there's 3 of them. And what are they for? It's for these stainless steel legs that form a tripod for this unit to get it at several different lengths to get it up off of your table or up off the ground a little bit higher. Let me go ahead and install those, and then we'll get this thing set up. Okay, there you have it. We've got all 3 legs on, or the tripod as it's called. You can see right there, it does get it up off the table, but if you've got to go higher, there's these little push pins on the legs that you just push those in, and you want to slide it up. So you can see if I was sitting right here, that would be a little bit high. However, if I were to put this on the ground, say I've got my camp chair and that's all I've got, well then I'll be able to cook right there. So let me show you what that looks like. I'll sit on this stool here. I don't have my camp chair with me, but just to give you a perspective of the height. So right there, you can see it's down on the ground. If I was sitting here, I would want it on that highest setting so I can sit here and cook. But like I said, the legs are adjustable. You can use the unit just by itself. Put the legs in and you've got medium height, and then you got the highest extension right here. Now I know this picnic table is much higher than my camp chair. My camp chair, you know, the base of it is just about here. So that's perfect on that highest setting for my camp chair. All right, well, let me show you some more stuff about this Saturn X that I'm really, really liking. And that's in the braided cable. The new braided cable is about 4 inches longer to get it a little bit further away from your unit with your gas bottle. But one of the things that I noticed right away is on the regulator that goes onto your gas bottle used to have a twist. It was a little tough to grab sometimes, so what they did is they upgraded and they put this more traditional turn on-off onto it, which this folds in and then folds back out. It's a little bit more sturdier to grab a hold of and to know you're twisting. That's a great feature. I like that upgrade. So you can see the first generation here and then also the new one. Now we don't have to have these tripod legs on it. In fact, I think I'm gonna take those off to do our cooking. But one of the things that I did notice is you can see this little rubber piece here that's on all 4 of these legs. And that's for the cable. When you go to put it away, the braided rigid cable, it kind of follows that and just tucks right in there, and it protects it from rubbing up against any metal. You can see that there. All right, let me get these legs off. So but before I take the legs off, I want to show you something with the gas canister. So on the old one, if you had to invert your canister, sometimes it would fall over. It just wouldn't be that stable. So one of the unique things with the new Saturn X is this piece right here. This is a drop-down magnet, so that if you want to get the higher BTUs, you've got, you know, your regulator right here. Well, it just inverts and then it's a magnet and it just attaches right there. All right. Isn't that cool? I really love that feature of it. Now you can't do that when it's not on the tripod because you'd have your legs out and it would be sitting flat. But if you want to get a higher temperature, just stick the legs on, come up and put your gas canister, invert it. You want to take it from this way, invert it, which is going to give you more BTUs, and then place it right there on the magnet. That's cool. So we're going to go ahead and put our feet back in, our tripod feet, the adjustable ones, and you can see they've got a spot right in the case. Just push them all down, and then they store right in the bottom of this case for easy transport. Like I said, we're not going to use that right now, so we're going to close this up and set it aside. Okay, we're going to go ahead and attach our this is propane butane mix, so we're just going to stick that right on here onto our regulator. Now they did say that they improved the regulator as well. They said it's a little bit easier now with not getting any leaks or anything around it, so they've done some improvement on this regulator as well. So hey, there you have it. Let's get started. All right, I just put a 3/4 of this bottle, this 1 liter bottle, in our FireMaple kettle. That's not what we're here to talk about, but I want to make a cup of coffee, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to keep the feet closed rather than go to the larger size. We'll do that when we go to cook what I got planned to cook next, but I'm just going to turn this gas on. You can hear it right there, and I'll tell you, I've never had a problem with this ignition starter on that old model or older model or first generation. We'll just set our kettle right on there. All right, let's get some water boiling. Oh, that's a boiling. That didn't take long. All right, let me get that off there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. So another FireMaple product that I'm going to show you. I'm not going to concentrate on this one either. I've done a review on this before, but this is what we're going to place on here. You can see I put the feet out, and what we have is the FireMaple non-stick pan. You can see the ridges in here, but we're not here to talk about this either. However, I do know on FireMaple's website, they actually if you wanted to do a combo, they have a price for doing the Saturn X and the griddle, both. So it does have handles. on it. So we're gonna put those out right there. So we'll just set that right on top of here and we'll get that fired back up because I gotta cook that, which is a New York strip steak. So let me get this fired back up. All right, here's the gas. Hit the button. So what are we having? Well, this is a New York strip steak, and I'm gonna layer down here. Oh, sizzling already. Give it its first flip. There we have it. Now, I don't know how you like your steaks, but I like mine medium rare. And if you're following along on my channel, you'll know that I'm as of today, I'm day 88 of my carnivore, no, 89 of my carnivore diet. So I've been able to get off all my diabetic medicines and everything. So what do I eat? I eat meat. Oh, and I'm hungry. Oh, it is looking good. Like I said, this does not take too long. I've cooked steaks on this before. I'm just gonna give it a little rotate right there. So like I said, I probably won't tell you too much about this non-stick pan, but it does have a hole right here with a screw in it. If you unscrew that, it's got a grease spout that you attach right there. So if you're making bacon and stuff like that, you can drain all your grease. But what we're here to talk about is the Saturn X. Yeah, that is not taking long at all. Yeah, that's done for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. And then move that over to our cutting board. And let it rest. I'm gonna go ahead and salt it up. So I use the Redmond's real salt. Oh, lots of salt. Nothing like beef and salt. Give that a quick cut there. Oh, look at that. So that's a little bit more done than what I like, but hey, I'm still gonna eat it, right? All right. Oh, this looks good. I cut off a nice slice here. First bite. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Oh my goodness. Oh, wish you were here. Not. Oh, I'm gonna finish this and then we'll talk about the Saturn X. All right, that steak was good. Yeah, it was. All right, so my final thoughts. So the original Saturn gas stove, I've loved this thing, and I wasn't planning on them coming out with a Saturn X. I love this. I've used it a ton, both out of the car when I do car camping, and I've also taken it backpacking. But with that said, I've got to say, I love every single one of the improvements that they've came out with on the Saturn X, or as they also call it, Saturn 2.0. I like that part too. Not that they named it after me, but yeah, I love the case. I love everything. The design, they kept all the good stuff, and even the things like going with the cord, you know, they upgraded and put those little rubber things on there for the cord. Just having the tripod legs for different heights, because there's different situations. With that, I'd have to take and pull out my little table to set it on in front of my camp chair. So I love that aspect of it, even though we didn't use it today. But you can see, with me standing up and cooking, I could have had it on the tripod legs at the medium setting, but I chose to go ahead and put it flat on the table. So would I recommend it? Absolutely, 100%. I love FireMaple that they're always taking input and then making their stuff even better. So if you're in the market or been thinking about it, well, it's a good thing you waited, because I would say go with the Saturn X. There is a link down below. There should be a, for FireMaple, a discount code. I believe it's RA 2.0. I'm not sure, but that's what my discount code's been forever. Yeah, I can't say enough about their products, except for they're amazing. All right, well, I made my coffee. I didn't show you that because this isn't a coffee video. All right, but that FireMaple kettle worked good. And hey, check out the combo with the griddle. This thing, they pack perfect. I've even taken this out in my backpack, believe it or not. It's not heavy at all. Well, that's enough of me jabbering. All right, Tony 2.0 out. Make sure you check out some of my other videos, and you might see me using this. All right, see ya.